What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back and we have a computer build. So we are building out another salad rig. This is only going to have a 3060 in it for right now. Let me flip the camera around and show you what we're working with. All right, so this has actually got a 10-core Xeon. We're going to put two 16-gig sticks in there to get us started. That'll put us up to 32 gigs, which is plenty for a 3060 12 gig to hit those $2 a day containers. I am going to migrate this system over to a 4060 Ti 16 gig that I have coming in the mail. So I will be adding another two 16 gig DIMMs to this computer later on, but I am currently backed up and waiting on DIMMs. I'm way behind on RAM at the moment. Now, just rolling through here real quick. For storage, we are using a Bestos 256 gig little M.2 cooler. We're just using the little cheap coolers that I sell on my website. Tower cooler gets it up and away from the RAM slot, so there's no interference there. As for the case, we're using the Bitphoenix INSO case, which it will support up to a 4090 if I end up upgrading it later on. And then for the power supply, I have a 700 watt gold EVGA that's going to go in to power everything. This case only comes with one exhaust and one intake fan, so I am going to add two exhaust fans on the top, and that seemed to have served me well on these units over here. So these three down here are all 3090s, and they exhaust out the top 90% out the top with those two fans mounted up there, and they seem to be staying really cool. So yeah, and that's just another 3060. I have it sitting up there because we're going to be swapping all our 3060s out for 4060 Ti 16 gigs. I don't want to add any more 90 series, whether it be 3090 or 4090, until they figure out their container situation. They are low on container workloads for the 90 series cards. So unfortunately, these guys are only making like $2.50 to $3 a day, and I have one of them that's on a $5 a day. So hopefully that one stays on that $5 a day job, and then we pick up some better jobs here soon for these other ones. All right, so we got the system assembled. We have the Xeon 10 core in there. We have the adapter bracket so we can put the AM4 style cooler onto the X99 motherboard. We have our two sticks of 16 gig DIMMs in there. So we have 32 gigs total. We can add another two 16 gigs later on, so that'll put us up to 64. And then we have our 256 gig NVMe drive right there. I was told that some of these containers will be getting bigger than 120 to 150 gigabytes. So a 256 gig may not be eligible for all the workloads in the future. So I'm just gonna use it for now, and we'll go from there. Once I step up the graphics card, I'll probably step up that drive as well. And then to top it off, we have the 3060 Zotac. Nothing fancy, nothing special. I did enjoy building out of this case. I've used this case now on multiple builds because look at the room back here. So I have so much room that I can add all the way up to a 4090. I can also put more intake fans. It comes with one intake and one exhaust. I think I talked about it earlier. I also added two exhausts in the top, and they seem to be keeping my 3090s at bay and decent temperatures. I'll pull that up and show you guys here in a minute. I'll also gonna move this one over with the other ones, and I started labeling them with my label maker, because since they all look the same, at times it can be confusing which one is which. I never thought I'd run into that, but they all have the same coolers, they all have the same motherboards. The big identifying factor is the graphics card, but some of them even have similar graphics cards at this point. I also did end up going with a 700 watt gold EVGA power supply, so enough power supply to step up to probably a 3090 at max. Don't recommend putting a 4090 on a 700, or I think this is a 750, but still not enough for a 4090. But yeah, let's get this moved over and plug it in. All right, so there we go. There's number 5. This is the new rig that we just added. I have to figure out which ones these are so that way I can number them, but I know they're all 3090s. I just don't know which 3090 they are. And then number 4 is staying up here because number 4 is getting swapped out for some different hardware. That's got a 3060 in there, but I have a 4060 Ti coming, and that 3060 is actually going to be going into a different computer. I'll explain that in a future video, but yeah, let's get this 3060 up and running. All right, so we have the CPU or system up and running. This is the Xeon 10 core 20 thread. It's showing up. We got all 32 gigs of RAM showing up, disk drive, Ethernet, and there's our RTX 3060 12 gigabyte. Be careful, there are 8 gigabyte 3060s out there. A couple people had messaged me and they're like, I don't know why my 3060 does not have 12 gigs. It's only 8 gig. What happened? It's just a different card. It's a different SKU. So the next thing I do on any fresh system is I go down and make sure my time is correct. I'm Eastern time, -5. So that will affect things, Eastern time. Make sure your time zone's correct, and then go down to launch salad. While it's paused, go to performance, configure hardware. We're going to make sure elevated permissions is on. We don't want to click disable because it's already been enabled. Configure workload types manually, turn video streaming off, advanced options, and then I disable auto stop and disable crypto mining. We'll close that out. We will set it. Sorry about that. My phone ran out of storage. So I set it to chop, and just a couple minutes later, it came up with this 4 to 10 cent job. And it looks like if we go over here, we have a WSL connection. We have an Ethernet, the V Ethernet WSL. That means we have a container on our computer and it's doing something, but it's not using very much CPU, GPU, or memory. So yeah, 4 to 10 cents is despicable, but we're gonna let this run and get the runtime up on this system, because there might not be a lot of available jobs right this second, and we want to be in line to nab one of those good ones. On a system like this, we should be able to expect to see somewhere in the range of like $1.75 to $2. If we could get one of those high-paying $2 jobs, I'd be happy. For example, let me disconnect from this one and jump on to this other 3060 system and show you what it's making. So this one's been up for a hot minute, and it's been churning away at these $1.90 jobs, like back to back to back. So yeah. Once you get them on it, they seem to do really well. People have also said, oh, well, it's a range, 79 cents to $1.90. If you keep your system on and you don't have any hiccups or any bumps or bruises or anything, you end up almost always hitting that top number. So just food for thought there, guys. Anyways, I'm gonna let that other system run. I'll check back in on it, and probably we'll do an update video in the future. I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow or later on, but thanks for watching. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, drop them down below. And also, you know what, we're gonna do a little ad spot here. This is a nice time to segue to our sponsor, me. Welcome to the BCPC shop. We have graphics cards, new items. We don't have any computers for sale right now. Motherboards. We can go to categories, and there's tons of stuff in here. CPUs, GPUs, as is parts, or as is 4 parts. Apparel's empty. CPU coolers, NVIDIA graphics cards, all kinds of good fun goodies. Hot seller right now, which they are back ordered because I'm currently waiting on RAM. I have the motherboards and I have CPUs, but we have 12 core Xeon kits and we have 10 core Xeon kits. 10 core are a little bit cheaper, obviously just have less cores, but same motherboard, same cooler are with them. So yeah, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. And by the way, the website is down below in the description, or it's right there. Thanks.